few weeks ago, I managed to earn 2,367 euros in a single day with my online business together with my girlfriend. And not only once, but 2 to 3 times already. The problem, I have no idea how to do that 30 days in a row. And that's exactly the goal with this series. $2,367 a day for 30 days long, which would equal to about $70,000 a month. So over the next 30 days, I'm basically documenting everything that I'm doing to get to that point. And by the way, I'm not guru, I'm simply documenting everything that I'm doing. All the systems, the marketing, the ads, the content, the books that I'm reading, the productivity substances that I'm using. So let's get to work. So just to give you a bit of background so you understand what I'm actually doing, what businesses I'm working on. We've been doing 5 figures a month from B2B offers, which is simply selling videos to brands. It's, imagine an agency but specializing in UGC videos, super high converting UGC videos, not the fake ones you're probably already used to seeing. Most of the videos have at least a 4x ROAS, and the 2,400 a day we did was not from this business actually. This is running in the background. We are trying to do this with the new business, which is an info business. We are basically teaching women how to do UGC videos that convert really well. We sell courses, low ticket digital products, and simply focus on teaching women how to earn money from home with simply your phone. So the main goal would be to do 2,400 a day from this business alone, not from this one. You've probably already heard about Skool. We have a free community there where we simply deliver loads and loads of free value for the women who want to learn how to do UGC. There's free courses, there's live events, there's like basically everything you need to start and do at least 2,000 a month by being a UGC creator. So the way we generate traffic for this Skool community is by posting Instagram videos, organic videos, and doing Facebook ads. Because we want to make money, we need to do something with this traffic. We are not just having the free community for nothing, because that costs money. You need to try and upsell the people from the free community onto the paid community, which is a mid-ticket product around 700 euros, or to the one-on-one coaching, with which is close to, I believe, 1.5k for now. We don't really do this because it requires loads of one-on-one time, which I'm going to get into in a minute. And by doing this, upselling the people from the free community onto the paid course and the one-on-one coaching, we manage to do this sum here. And the way you upsell them onto the paid community is by either doing live events or by simply making use of all the modules you have here. Then you can unlock the paid course by either buying it, or you simply go to the landing page. Here's the problem. It's not that easy to replicate these days, because you have to filter your traffic. You have to qualify them, because not every single client is qualified to buy this course. And we don't try to sell to anyone. This offer is not for everyone. This offer is really for the people who really want to do something with it. We don't try and sell just to make the money. I don't want to make money just for the sake of making money. I actually really want to help these people make some fucking money if they invest this money into the course. So the main goal is, if they decide to buy this course, they need to make this money in at least 90 days back, at least 2x. So if they pay 700 euros, they should at least make 1.5k back, which usually happens anyway. But here comes the issue. Whenever we did this amount of money, we had to do at least 4 free one-on-one calls where we basically coach them one-on-one. It takes a lot of time. Yes, it's a lot of value, but it's not that easily scalable. The second option was we did some live webinars every 2 weeks where we upsell them on a time-limited offer. Instead of paying 700 euros, they basically pay around 200 euros less for a limited time, and that equals to this amount of money. But the problem is, I don't want to do this amount of money using my time the whole time, my time and my girlfriend's time. So the main goal is to replicate this, but by removing ourselves from that, which means we will need to, but here comes the problem once again. One-on-one coaching takes a lot of time, and that's hard to scale because of time. But the main thing is, I don't want to take too much attention away from the main business, which is this one, which is the real B2B business. The main thing is remove ourselves from the one-on-one calls and from the live webinars, which we are going to do anyway, but simply reduce the amount of one-on-one time and try and optimize the funnel in a way that helps us sell without our personal involvement in it. So what will solve that issue? Raising the price, but we can't really raise the price because the market can't really afford more than 700 to 800 euros for the course. As I already said, the goal is not only to make as much as possible, but to deliver as much value as possible for the lowest price possible, so we can help as many people as possible. Because there's no way you're gonna scale this long term if you're just fooling people and selling shit that's not worth anything and it's not actually helping them. Also, another problem, I already mentioned it, some leads are not qualified enough, and I already solved that by requiring level 2 and 3 plus a questionnaire before they actually join the live events or the one-on-one calls. Support system which requires you to contribute to the community so you can level up. Whenever they get to level 2, they basically unlock the free webinar, and then at level 3 they unlock the free one-on-one coaching. Just so you can understand, there's a leaderboard system. This allows you to filter, this allows you to qualify your leads from the free community, from people who just want to come in, get the information and fuck off. And what's the solution? Sell more products that don't require our time, make the high-ticket coaching more expensive and more exclusive, and it also acts like an anchor since the price is like 5 times higher than the course itself. So if you have like 3 prices, you have the $5,000 for your one-on-one coaching. It seems extremely expensive. You set the anchor at the 5K. Then when you mention the 700 euro offer, which is your course, it seems way more affordable, way cheaper. And in our case, just sell more low ticket products plus the medium high ticket course. So the simplified goal would be to simply get more leads, sell more low ticket products, then upsell to more expensive course, and simply improve the product, improve the course, deliver more value, and become the #1 course in whole Austrian, German, and Swiss market. While most of our competition is only focused on money, our main goal is to deliver value and really help people. And that's the #1 goal with everything we do. Simply get more leads, improve the product so they get better results. Now that I gave you a small overview of how everything works, so this means we need better systems for creating content so we can improve the organic videos. We solved the creating ads problem by repurposing viral organic videos. So the videos which went really well on Instagram, we simply repurpose them and turn them into ads. You can basically simply use Instagram as your test platform and use the test reels on Instagram. If a video goes well on Instagram, it will probably go well on Meta ads too. So I've been working and some pretty exciting stuff has happened. I remembered about a book I read a while ago called The One Thing, which led to me asking myself, what the fuck is my one thing? The one thing that would filter out anything unnecessary. What's the one thing that would actually get me closer to that 2.4K goal? And I realized that the one thing for me is content. But let me explain to you why content. We are tracking everything on this Notes app, everything that's relevant to the revenue and everything that's relevant to the ads, to the content, number of followers, number of signups, everything is being tracked in the app. And then I actually analyzed the table to see what the fuck should we focus on. What's the one thing that brings us the most money after analyzing all the data? And there was a very clear correlation between the number of leads and the revenue we are doing. So to get more leads, we simply need 2 things. And number 1 is amazing organic content, which is simply Instagram videos, Instagram reels. And number 2, turning organic content that went really well into ads. Simply repurposing stuff that worked well on Instagram as ads. And that's exactly what we've been focusing on in the past week, which worked really well because we actually hit 2.5K. And the only reason that happened is because we actually focused more on content, which brought us more views. Then we repurposed the content that worked very well as ads. Those ads are working extremely well right now because current cost per lead is about 1.8 euros. And yeah, simply focusing on content, double the views, double the show-ups during the live event, works extremely well as ads, which also brings us more leads. So the one thing is content, and I knew about it, but I never actually really focused on it. So my top learnings are ignore all the noise and simply figure out what that one thing is and simply obsess about it. Some stuff is going to be pretty random because, as I said, I'm simply documenting. I'm trying not to distract myself from the actual work. I would love to make this way more cinematic and spend more time editing, but all that will actually take away from the most important thing. Because I'm not trying to become a YouTuber. I'm actually trying to simply build while documenting it on YouTube. There's probably 2 people watching this in total, but even then, if one person manages to make more money from these videos, I'm fucking happy. So find your one thing, offer as much value as you can, I'll fuck off and get back to work. Bye.
Here's what I learned. Look how wildly successful he was. But here's why. There's a concept that he understood that very few people focused on back then in the early 90s of signal-to-noise ratio. What was so brilliant about Jobs that I tell every CEO now, and I don't care if you're an S&P 500 CEO or you're just starting a business, his vision of Signal was the top 3 to 5 things you have to get done in the next 18 hours. Not your vision for the business next week or next month or next year, just the next 18 hours you're awake. You're going to get those 3 things or those 5 things done that you have deemed critical for your mission. They must get done today. Anything that stops you from doing that is the noise. So this signal-to-noise ratio to be successful for Steve Jobs was 80-20. 80 signal, 20 noise. And I knew that to be true with him because he would email me at 2:30 in the morning, expect me to get back to him, because back then we didn't have texts, it was all email. He was right. He was right. And the only other person that I've seen that has a higher ratio than that is Elon Musk. He has no noise. He does not deal with noise. He is 100% signal, 24 seconds, every cycle. I mean, the guy is just 60 seconds of every minute, 60 minutes of every hour. The 18 hours he's awake, it's all signal. And look what he's achieved. Now, that's very awkward for him socially because noise is dealing with your family sometimes, or noise is saying hi to a friend, or noise is listening to some doom scrolling on, some social media app that just takes your mind, or maybe playing your guitar. But very few people on earth, and if you go back in history, you're going to find out that the geniuses of their time were close to 100% signal.